Okay.
That ended.
I've got a question.
Sorry. Go on. Sorry.
What game have you played that's changed, like, oh, here it is.
Yeah, there we go.
It's changed your, I don't know, your perception, or like is really like groundbreaking for you.
As in, like, I played it and went, holy shit.
Well, okay. First of all, let's find out what game were you like. What was your first ever game that you're really into? Like, can be any.
Ape Escape on PlayStation 1. I am not even fucking kidding.
That is so good. That game.
I got a PlayStation 1. When did I get a PlayStation 1? I think it was like the year after it came out.
Right.
And oh my god, it was just like it was the first kind of proper game, as far as I'm aware, that used the dual shock sticks properly.
Yeah.
Because
I remember you controlled one with the movement, and then you controlled it with your your net as well, didn't you?
Like the left stick controlled your movement, and the right stick controlled where your net is. And so, like, if you move the right stick up, you'd throw your net up on the screen and blah blah blah. And I just remember playing that for like hours on end. And I think that was like the game that made me like, oh my god, gaming is really cool. Like, it sounds rubbish because, to be fair, it's probably not that good a game. But like, I just remember playing it at the time and just being like, oh my god, this is awesome, I'm chasing monkeys with a net.
It was quite hard as though.
It was, and like the last boss, whatever the hell he was called, what was he called? He was called like Striker. He was called some really stereotypical boss name.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, it was just such a good game. Come on, oh man, I'm kind of stuck inside these people.
Get in.
Oh, I'm alright now. So yeah, Ape Escape for me. What about you?
First game I really got into was.
You're gonna say Super Smash Bros. Melee, aren't you?
No. Was on the Game Boy, and it was Pokemon Red.
Pokemon Red.
And I think that's where my gamer name came from.
Right.
And I think because.
Did you choose Charmander, whatever the hell his name is?
Okay, right, Charmander.
Sorry.
And that's where Red Lizard came from.
Yeah.
Because I was like red, and I had a lizard. So.
Did you call him Red Lizard?
I called him. No, it was white. You know, one of the names that you could pick by default was Red. And I was red, and my sister was blue.
Ah, okay.
So.
See, I never got into Pokemon until I got my Game Boy Advance, because I never had a normal Game Boy.
Oh, right, okay.
And I never had a Game Boy Color either.
Oh,
so I got my Game Boy.
Child.
Well, I had a PS1, so I don't think I was. I had flipping Ape Escape. So I got a Game Boy Advance because I was like, oh my god, that looks amazing. And I got Wario or some crap on it. And then Ruby. I think it was Ruby that came out on the Advance. And I played Ruby just because it was the first Pokemon game I'd ever played, and I was like, so yeah, that Ruby was good. I liked Ruby. I think that will always be my favourite one, purely because it was the first one I played and I completed it.
Yeah. Did you get all the Pokemon though?
No, I wasn't that sad.
No, I couldn't. I don't think I got every single 150. I think I got close. I think I've still got my save file as well.
Oh my god. So much loot.
Can't even see anything.
My bag is full.
My bag is full. My inventory is full.
Oh, Jesus. Time to go through stuff.
Yeah, time to do some loot management.
Electric.
Sell. Anything without a coloured border, I'm just putting straight into my pet's thing. I'm just like, nope.
Fire armor. Shit.
Do.
What is this Rift Ember?
What?
Unique socketable.
It's a socketable. It goes
right.
in. It goes in something.
Oh.
Oh. I need that. I need some potions. And I need some mana potions.
Hold on. Yeah, let's put those on. Let's put this socket in there. Insert ember into weapon sound.
Your pet has departed. Ooh. Ugh. Ugh. What's the worst game you've ever played?
The worst game I've
Like,
ever played.
literally, like, you might have borrowed it or bought it or something, and you played it and just went, what the flip have I done? What have I actually done to myself?
Right. I think one of the worst games. It wasn't bad. Everybody told me it was bad, which was Mirror's Edge.
Oh, right, yeah.
But I actually
Mirror's Edge isn't bad, though.
I quite liked it. But it was it was a game that it was one of the games that I first I bought it outright like when it was coming out.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of glad that I did because it was different to everything else
Yeah.
that had come out. But it almost wasn't ready for people to appreciate how good it was.
Well, yeah, because it was like totally. It was a first-person game without any guns, so people were like,
Yeah.
"What?" Yeah, I know what you mean.
And it made people sick as well.
Oh, like motion sick. Did it make you sick?
No, I was fine. I thought it was really good. The worst game I've ever played. I don't know. What's yours?
Just thinking noise. I can't
haven't been to
really
loads.
remember, to be honest. I've played loads of shit games, to be honest. There's probably like something that I thought was absolutely amazing that was actually really dreadful. Not Ape Escape. There was a game called God, what the hell was it called? It was like a side-scrolling platformer on the PlayStation 1 again, and it was like, I don't know, it was called Tombi or something like that. Tombi. It was it was really Japanese, is what it was. It was like a properly Japanese game. And I just remember playing it, and I thought it was alright at the time, but looking back on it, I just think, what the flip was I thinking? I borrowed it like over and over again, and I just think to myself, why the hell did I do that to myself?
Your pet is back from town.
Tower of the Moon.
You
What?
have gained fame.
Oh, another flipping side quest. Well, guess we better go do that instead of anything important.
I
So,
really
yeah,
can't think of like
Tombi.
any
Genuinely
really
bad games. I don't know. I think it doesn't matter if a game is like mechanically shit. If you enjoy it, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I remember getting really frustrated with. Did you ever play Jedi Power Battles?
No, I didn't.
Now that it's a really good game, and you could do it. You could play it with two people,
Yeah.
going through it. But the platforming in that game was so. It wasn't completely bad, but it was like unforgiving. And
Yeah.
if you made one mistake, you were dead, and then you
Yeah.
have to go all the way. Like you have to go all the way back, and there
was
wasn't
that like
many
a
lives.
Was that like a side-scrolling one?
Yeah, but it was in 3D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, and like you didn't play as any kind of major Jedi. You played as like the weird one that no one gives a shit about.
There were major ones. There was like Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn and what's Mace Windu. So there was,
Because I remember
but you
playing
could
like,
play as the like obscure ones as well.
because I remember a Star Wars game like I played. Was it on the PlayStation 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, like very similar to that. Oh my goodness. I remember playing a game very similar to that, but I thought it was flipping amazing. But again, probably.
No, I know it was a really good game, but I just got annoyed at it because like you get to a level and then you get like pushed off by something and then you just like die. It's just like, for fuck's sake!
Didn't it have a really unfair save system as well? So you'd have to start from the beginning after you died a couple of times.
And
Yeah.
the boss at the end was really, really hard.
Yeah, I think we're talking about the same game, and I remember playing the first couple of levels fine, and then there would always be one level where it'd just go to shit, and I'd be like, well, that's fine.
I mean, I made it all the way to the end, but then you get to the end, and oh, and there was a fucking Anakin Skywalker in it. It was the most annoying little shit ever, and you're just like, Anakin, stay here, and then he just goes, no, I'm just gonna go over here, and it's just like, for fuck's sake, Anakin.
Well, that's like every quest that you have to transport someone. That's always what happens. Stay here. You know immediately they're not gonna stay there. It's like Carl in Walking Dead.